I swear I hit myself in the goddamn nose putting these plates on. But anyway, let's do a comparison of the Turkish shotgun and the Chinese shotgun. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Big Ball Holding Company, and yeah, I'm out at the range today, a little bit late. But I wanted to do a quick video comparing let's get this in camera frame real quick. I got it on portrait, but we're gonna have to make this do. I want to do a comparison between the Turkish-made shotgun, the Hatsan, and the Chinese-made shotgun I picked up a couple weeks ago from JST. A lot of reviewers do these things called burn downs. And a burn down is where you buy a lesser quality or a less expensive shotgun or pistol, and then you run it to try to get it to fail. And they do it in comparison to something like in the shotgun world, you've seen James Reeves do burn downs of Turkish-made shotguns in comparison to, a Benelli, not a Benelli, like a Beretta 1301, right? And they'll go out to Walmart and they'll buy 500-600 rounds of ammunition and just run that shotgun back to back. It heats up. They got to cool it down with water. It is like literally in one of these videos I saw them, it was too hot to even handle. And they somehow equate this to the quality of a shotgun, which I won't lie. It may show the stress level that some shotguns can take, right? So how much torture can a shotgun take? Now, the reason I don't like these videos is because at the end of the day, even the amount of ammunition I put through my shotgun in this range a month is not equating to the torture that they're putting those shotguns through in a matter of an hour or so, right? So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to run 1,000 rounds of shotgun ammunition over 5 or 6 months. A lot of you are going to buy these shotguns and stick them in the closet and never run 1,000 rounds through them. So I don't see how showing you that, a shotgun like this, which is, like I said, the JST dual action, JTS dual action, I don't see how me destroying this shotgun is going to prove that it is not worth the 100 and change that that the shotgun costs, right? So I won't do a burn down. And besides that, it's my shotgun. A lot of these guns, I buy them and I keep them. Like, I know I'm in the pew business, but I like them, so I keep them. And there's no way that I'm going to take the money, the hard-earned money that I made and put it into like a bunch of ammunition just to break something. So, but what I will do is I will do a quick comparison of the JST and the Hatsan Bulltac, my SA. This is my favorite shotgun. I love it because this one is long, and that's pretty much the reason why I like this one over this one. This one's long and this one's short, but we're going to get into quality. We're going to get into shooting some of it, shoot a little bit. I put rounds through both of them, so no failures there so far. So there's nothing really to talk about on reliability. But what I want to do is I just want to talk about the quality differences while shooting. And I'm going to put some slugs through this one and some more time on this one because I really haven't run slugs through this and I wanted to see how it works. And to be honest with you, I haven't run slugs through this in quite a while, so I'm going to run some slugs through it too. So let's get it out on the range. Let's get them out on the range and shoot us some dirt. And let me talk about what I feel you get when you talk about Turkish quality versus Chinese quality. All right. Let's see if I can get that in there. Okay, so I'll put it like that. Okay, so move this over a little bit. Let me make sure I'm in frame. So let's start off with the JTS. You guys know I did a couple videos on the shotgun already. It's a fun little shotgun, I gotta say, and I was pleasantly surprised about, the actual what you got for the cost, right? I'm not going to go into cost on this again. I think somehow the algorithm picks that up, and they're not too happy about talking about how much these things cost. But at the end of the day, yeah, for the cost of this gun, I was pleasantly surprised at what features you got with it. I think it's an overly complicated gun, to be honest with you. And when it came to the quality, the Chinese gun itself, I didn't really get into it in the beginning. I mean, in the other video, but yeah, I think it's a little less quality when you look at the actual material and the way it's built. Like I said in the previous video, I thought it's kind of built like a Chinese AK-47. And a lot of you guys own Chinese-made AK-47s. You've had them for a long time and haven't had a problem with them. I mean, like the AK-47 itself, is a beast of a gun. You know, it's designed to run in all conditions. It's designed to, you know, not have any problems. And that's what I think, you know, JTS was getting at when they got this gun made. It's inexpensive. It's got dual features, pump and semi-automatic. It's meant to run, you know, lower pressure rounds, less than lethal rounds. For those guys that want to run a semi-automatic shotgun and have the flexibility of running a pump, just in case you go to the Walmart and they don't have the ammo that you want. My mic's still on? Yeah, my mic is still on. This is the gun for you, right? So I'm going to switch over because I want to get on this side. I think the sun is better on this side. All right, so yeah, so it's the gun that you can go to Walmart, pick up whatever they got on the shelf, maybe even take it out and, you know, buy some lighter, cheaper loads just to go out and play and have fun with it. And not have to worry about the finickiness that you get when you buy a Turkish-made shotgun, which we'll get into a second. But you guys see me run this before. Like I said, it runs really good. It is, I'm going to leave it in semi-automatic. It runs. And by the way, you wonder if I got my plates on because, you know, every now and then I come out here with my plates on just to keep condition with them on because these are pretty heavy. You know, you release it. You release it, you got to load it, and then, you know, you just let it run. Safety's off. Here we go. It's a semi-automatic. Let's run it just on dirt. Whew. These are a little bit more kicky. These Rios, I think these are higher pressure than the ones I was shooting the last time. Let's do it again. Damn. Yeah, these motherfuckers kick. So, how much do these Rios shoot at? These Rios run at 1345. Yes, a little bit higher velocity than the Remington or the Winchester Military. I think that was a 1325. And yes, you can feel it. Oh yeah, you can feel it. And it runs, you know. It's nothing crazy. Looks good. Runs decent. Haven't had any issues with it. Got a maybe about 50 rounds through it so far. And I don't have any issues. It's just good. Quality-wise, you're getting, like I said, cheap Chinese. There's some things about it that I like, aesthetics-wise. I like the fact that it's choked. I like the fact that it's dual action. Things that I don't like, probably can't hear it. That sounds like it's in an airsoft stock, right? Really thin, almost feels like it's flexible. Things that I found out after the fact was that these are for cosmetic purposes and not actually functional. Like these are the QD plugs. This one works in the back here, but these QD plugs right here, they're plastic. All of them are plastic, by the way, except for the one that's in the magazine tube. But that one doesn't work, and neither does the one on the other side. So decent recoil pad, decent sights, decent rail, decent action, decent features. But all in all, yeah, $100 and change gun. Does it work? Yes. You saw me run it. You'll continue to see me run it. But at the end of the day, it's just a little bit lower quality. Now, let's talk about a gun like what you've all seen before, the Hatsan Bulltac SA. And if you don't want the semi-automatic version, you could also get the Hatsan pump, which is a little bit less expensive than the SA. And I'm going to run these through the SA because I'm used to running self-defense loads through the SA, and it shoots very tame and light, comfortable. I can tell you right now what I just felt from those 1345s in the JTS. I want to see how they feel in the Hatsan, because like I said, this has got gas blowback. It runs a little bit softer with those self-defense rounds, but let's see how it runs with these 1345s. Let me at the dirt again. I ain't gonna turn the optic on. Actually, let's turn the optic on because I don't got my sights up. Oh no, let's just flip the sights up. There you go. Flip the sights up. Here we go. Oh, I want to be at the big notch. All right, here we go. Whew. Let's do it. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, they kick. They kick. But yeah, gun's empty, bolt locks back. Beautiful gun. Definitely different. Like I said, I'm a fan of these low pressure rounds, man. But yeah, that right there kicks. But back to what I was saying. Quality wise, Turkish made guns, right? While James Reeves and his crew that could afford those, you know, those Berettas will talk shit about this. This ain't a bad gun at all, bro. This ain't a bad gun at all. Quality-wise, it is premium compared to the Chinese gun. You get premium plastic. It's thicker. It feels more robust. You get a nice finish on the barrel. You can see that. Everything about it is better than the Chinese gun. This rail I put on aftermarket, but you can buy them now with the rail. Comes with an adjustable cheek riser. And back to those QD mounts. This QD mount. This QD mount. I don't know if there's any more on here. I don't think there's any more on here because it's meant to be slung from the stock. Are metal and they work. Right. So more premium quality. So at the end of the day, when you go out and let's say you got to spend your money, what are you looking for? Because I had a conversation with a gentleman that, we talked about, because I'm the budget guy, right? And we talked about, him spending like $6,000 on a gun versus me spending $500 and being happy with it. And one of the things that he said was, I wouldn't trust my life with a $500 gun. I'm like, I don't know why not. There's plenty of guns out here that cost $500. But he's like, I need time on it. I get that too. But a lot of the guns that they're talking about are like 1911s, which most premium 1911 I wouldn't trust to save my life. So at the end of the day, what you bought it for was the luxury of the gun, the way that it was manufactured, the fit and finish, and all those things that came along with hand fitting a 1911 together. And it has nothing to do with the reliability of the gun. And whether or not you would save your life, you would trust your life to it, because I don't know too many guys that are carrying around $6,000 1911s. They usually bring them up to the range, put a few rounds through them, and then take them back home and stick them in the safe. Right. So, yeah, I just want to kind of go through that because at the end of the day, if you got some money and you were thinking about buying either this one, because this is hot right now. This is some of my biggest videos about the Hatsan. Or you're thinking about, going longer with this one, dual action. This one's cheaper, little less quality. This one costs a tiny bit more and better quality. And for me, it's this. It's the fact that it's that much difference in length. And that will make me make the choice right there. I wish this one came in like semi-automatic, like semi-automatic dual action. I don't know, like a KSG dual action. Well, maybe that'll come out in the future. But for now, this is fun. But I got to go with this gun. So with that said, I promised that we were going to shoot some slugs. And I'm going to say, man, after just shooting those 1325s, I am not feeling shooting these. Because I think these are like 1425s. I mean, no, those 1345s. I think these are like 1425s. So we're going to try one. And then we're going to see if we want to run more. I'm going to run them out of both guns, by the way, because, yeah, man, I don't know. All right, here we go. Whew, let's do one. See what it feel like. Find the frame? Yeah. There you go. That slug kicked dirt clear back to me. Blew dirt back in my face. Even hit the damn screen. You probably saw some coming because it's a little mark right here on the screen. Woo, but it wasn't that bad. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. All right, get that unlocked. Oh, forgot. All right, here we go. Let's do one more. It's making it rain dirt. They're like they're incendiary. They're blowing up. Like when they hit this dirt, it's literally, I don't know what this would do to you, but these things are blowing up the dirt over there. So let's, out of fairness, let's try one out of the Hatsan. Oh, look at all the dirt on the Hatsan. These things are kicking up dirt like crazy. Look, it's throwing chunks of dirt back, hitting all over my. Oh, that's muddy too. Look, I'm anal about that. Let's put one in the Hatsan and see how it runs. All right. Ooh, and this sun coming down. All right, here we go. One in the Hatsan. Let's see what we got. Same spot. Yeah, I like these slugs though, man. I like them. We're gonna have to do a video about the slugs alone. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, it's up to you. Your choice. I like the premium feel of the Turkish over the budget feel of the Chinese. But at the end of the day, they both work. That's my opinion. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
Gunman, baby.